Have you ever noticed that some of the best products, apps, websites, or even stores all seem to follow the same strange pattern? At first, they are amazing. They are simple, fast, useful, and almost weirdly good. You find one and think, finally, someone made this properly. Then it grows. More people join. More money flows in. The company gets bigger, more famous, more powerful. And somehow, the product gets worse. The app becomes cluttered. The pricing gets more confusing. The experience becomes more annoying. Features you liked disappear. Ads appear where they never used to be. Customer service feels slower, colder, more scripted. Something that once felt clean and helpful starts feeling manipulative. And the strange part is this: these companies are not becoming dumber. In many cases, they have more money, more staff, better data, more engineers, and more experience than ever before. So why does the product feel worse? Why do successful things so often decay right after they win? Because once a product succeeds, the goal usually changes. And that is the hidden logic most people miss. In the beginning, a company has one job: be good enough to survive. That means it has to win people over. It has to solve a real problem better than the alternatives. It cannot afford too much friction because people can just leave. It cannot be bloated because it is still trying to earn trust. At that stage, quality is not just nice to have. Quality is survival. This is why early versions of products often feel so good. A small team is focused on one thing. The mission is clear. The incentives are aligned. The company needs users more than users need the company. So the product is built to attract. But once the company becomes established, the power relationship changes. Now, people already use it. Now habits are formed. Now friends, files, preferences, subscriptions, and routines are tied into it. And once users are locked in, the company no longer has to optimize as hard for delight. It can start optimizing for extraction. That is the shift. Early on, the product is trying to earn your attention. Later, it is trying to monetize your dependence. And those are very different goals. Think about what growth means inside a company. When a business is small, going from 1,000 users to 10,000 users is incredible. That kind of growth feels explosive. But later, when a company already has millions of users, growth becomes harder. The easy wins are gone. Most of the obvious customers are already there. But the expectations do not shrink. Investors still want bigger numbers. Executives still need to show progress. Teams still need targets. The market still expects improvement. So the company looks for new ways to squeeze more value out of the system. If it cannot easily get a lot more users, it tries to get more money from the users it already has. This is when things start changing. A clean app gains ads. A cheap subscription gets tiers. A useful service becomes a funnel for upsells. A product that once had one clear purpose now has 7 new engagement features nobody asked for. From the outside, it looks like decline. From the inside, it looks like optimization. That is what makes it dangerous. No one in the meeting says, let's make the product worse. Instead, they say, let's improve retention. Let's increase average revenue per user. Let's create a growth loop. Let's surface premium options more aggressively. Let's reduce support costs. Let's add monetizable placements. Each decision sounds rational on its own, but together, they slowly transform the product from something designed to help you into something designed to harvest you. And because it happens in small steps, it often goes unnoticed until the feeling has completely changed. This is not only about software. You can see the same pattern in physical products too. A company launches a great product and builds a reputation. People trust it. Sales grow. Then pressure builds. Can we make it cheaper to manufacture? Can we use slightly lower grade materials? Can we shrink the portion a bit? Can we outsource support? Can we make replacement more likely? Can we turn a durable product into a repeat purchase? Once a brand becomes strong enough, it can spend some of that trust. That is what many businesses eventually do. They cash in the reputation they built during the phase when quality mattered most. And in many industries, they can get away with it for a surprisingly long time. Because customers do not instantly adjust. People remember what the brand used to be. They assume the drop in quality is temporary. They blame themselves. They say, maybe I just got unlucky. Maybe the new version is still good. Maybe all companies are like this now. And by the time enough people realize the pattern, the company has often already extracted years of value from that goodwill. There is another reason products get worse after success. Scale creates bureaucracy. A small team can protect a clear vision. A huge company becomes a machine of departments, targets, approvals, and internal politics. Now the product is not shaped by one clean idea. It is shaped by many different teams, each with its own metric. One team wants more engagement. Another wants lower costs. Another wants legal safety. Another wants ad revenue. Another wants data collection. Another wants cross-promotion. Another wants to push a premium bundle. No one is fully responsible for the overall feeling of the product anymore. Each team is rewarded for improving its own number. So the experience becomes fragmented. This is why some products feel like they were built by 10 different people who never spoke to each other. Because in a sense, they were. And even if everybody involved is competent, the system produces clutter because each person is optimizing for a local win, not the total experience. This creates a strange effect. The company becomes more advanced internally, while the user experience becomes more primitive externally. More dashboards, more analytics, more segmentation, more monetization logic. And yet the product feels worse to use. That is not a contradiction. It is exactly what you would expect when the system is optimized around company metrics instead of user value. There is also the issue of lock-in. A product can only get worse after success if leaving becomes difficult. That difficulty can come in many forms. Your photos are stored there. Your contacts are there. Your habits are built around it. Your workplace uses it. Your friends use it. Your files depend on it. Your purchases live inside it. This means the company has room to degrade without losing everyone at once. If switching were instant and painless, products would have to stay excellent. But switching is often costly, and that gives companies pricing power, attention power, and tolerance for decline. In other words, success gives a company something more valuable than money. It gives leverage. And once leverage exists, the temptation to use it becomes enormous. Now, to be fair, not every successful company destroys its product. Some resist for longer than others. Usually that happens for one of a few reasons. Either the founder still has strong control and is obsessed with product quality, or the business serves a premium market where trust is the whole brand, or competition is intense enough that decline would be punished quickly, or the company has a culture that deliberately protects the user experience from short-term financial decisions. But these cases are harder than they look. Because the moment a company becomes large, public, or highly financialized, the pressure changes. The question inside the company is no longer just, is this good? It becomes, does this scale? Does this monetize? Does this defend margins? Does this increase quarterly performance? And once those questions dominate, product quality often becomes secondary. This is why people so often say things like, this app used to be amazing, or this brand used to mean something, or everything gets worse once investors get involved. Those phrases are not just emotional complaints. They are observations about incentive systems. When the purpose of the product shifts, the product shifts with it. That is the real pattern. Success does not automatically ruin a product, but success changes the forces acting on it. Before success, the company must serve you. After success, it has the option to use you, and whether it resists that temptation depends less on its marketing and more on its incentives. So the next time you notice a platform, product, or service becoming more annoying, more expensive, more manipulative, or more bloated, do not just assume the people running it became incompetent. Look deeper. Ask what changed in the system. Did growth slow down? Did expectations rise? Did monetization pressure increase? Did lock-in get stronger? Did internal metrics replace external value? Because once you see that pattern, a lot of modern life starts making more sense. Products do not usually get worse by accident. They get worse because once they win, being good is no longer the only thing the system rewards. And sometimes, it is no longer what the system rewards at all. That is the hidden logic.